The Serbian resistance during World War II wasn't merely a question of survival, but rather of regaining the sovereignty and identity of the country. The brutality of the Nazi occupation only heightened the fears among the Serbs, not only to resist, but also to struggle in most ways that would define their future. The archived footage shows the Nazi occupation of Serbia, where Nazi soldiers are shown marching through the cities. Staying on the same subject here, let's talk about atrocities in April of 1941. When Nazis put Serbia under their control, in retaliation to any form of resistance, the Nazis organized mass killings of civilians in Kragujevac. Draginci and Bankeja, one of the most tragic events of the occupation, is the Kragujevac massacre in October of 1941. Approximately 2,800 civilians were killed along with over 300 school children. Since Partizans had killed a German officer, this massacre was a direct response to the growing strength of the Serbian resistance and showed the ferocity in which the Nazis intended to suppress any efforts that dared to challenge their occupation. Events like this atrocity galvanized resistance efforts. Photos of the Kragujevac massacre site or memorials dedicated to victims highlighting historical impact. There are two resistance groups, the Partizans led by Josip Broz Tito and the Chetniks led by Draza Mihajlović, fought to rid Serbia of the Nazis, but their goals and approaches could hardly have been more different. The Partizans were a multi-ethnic, communist-led force aiming to establish a socialist Yugoslavia, whereas the Chetniks were royalists bent on restoring the Serbian monarchy. Yet the struggle wasn't the only thing against the Nazis, but within themselves. Sometimes the Chetniks cooperated with the Axis or battled with the Partizans, showing internal conflict. Their discord notwithstanding, both sides contributed significantly to loosening the German grip on the Balkans. Now you may be wondering, how is Canada slightly involved in this? Canada's contribution and how they supported resistance from afar. Although Canada had limited involvement in Serbia during World War II, its broader contributions to the war were crucial for the Serbian resistance. The Allies relieved pressure on the Axis-controlled regions such as Serbia through actions like the D-Day landings in June 1944. Although the Allies did not directly intervene in Serbia, successes elsewhere, particularly in Italy, drew German troops away from the Balkans, enabling the resistance to persist. Canada also provided weapons, equipment, and other resources to various European resistance groups, including those in Yugoslavia. Now technically, Germany had a two-front war, but if we include Serbia's civil war, this can technically make it a three-front war. Now after the war, many Serbian refugees fled due to political upheaval and harsh post-war realities in Yugoslavia. Many immigrated to Canada and rebuilt their lives while sharing stories of survival and resistance. The Serbian resistance during World War II was crucial to both Yugoslavian independence and the wider Allied victory against Nazi Germany. Despite these heavy losses, hundreds of thousands dead and destroyed infrastructure, the resistance harassed the Nazis and contributed to the Third Reich's defeat. But this isn't just any story. This story is mine and my family's. The sacrifices of my ancestors during the war show the strength and fight of the Serbian people. Their struggle to forge a bright future for Serbia and contributed to the Allied victory. Thanks to these sacrifices, my family and I are here today. My mom is Serbian, and without her, I wouldn't be here today. Serbia's wartime sacrifices surpass national tragedy. They exemplify the resiliency of the human spirit. The nation's fortitude against overwhelming odds continues to inspire. The bond between Serbia and Canada, forged through a shared struggle and solidarity, remains strong to this day.